Welcome here today, ladies and gentlemen, to the Firekeepers Casino 400 at Michigan International Speedway. We are here, another Cup Series race on NASCAR Heat 5 in the chase for 8 with Jimmie Johnson. Nonetheless, we go to a track which is arguably Johnson's worst in his career statistically. I know this from going to MIS in person quite a bit in years past. Jimmie Johnson never seems to have the I guess good luck at all. He always has bad luck whenever we come here, so hopefully we don't have bad luck here tonight. We're going to start things off with session qualifying. No practice for tonight's race. A one and done show, 400 miles, 200 laps. So we're going to hop right on into this one and get going. Slasher God, Angel, Black Ace, Called 88, welcome to the stream. So early on, here we go. Qualifying. Session qualifying, that is. Oh boy, Keselowski and Johnson trying to come out of the pits at the same time here. Got the steering wheel in hand. Hopefully nothing goes wrong and it doesn't disconnect on us tonight. If so, I guess we're just going to be kind of out of luck that way. Man, Keselowski took off out of the pits too. I was hoping that I could stay kind of close with him, but wasn't the case. Alright, we're just going to run one lap here in our opening round of qualifying. Just got to get to the top 24. We'll advance into round 2. Oh boy! Big slide by Johnson. Big time save. Yeah, we're going to run a second lap because that lap is not going to be good at all. Johnson's going to have to gain this momentum back again here. Turns 1 and 2. Get the cobwebs out now, I guess. Again, no practice coming into this race. We haven't used a steering wheel in a while on this Cup Series season, not since Texas, which I believe was the 9th race of the season, so this is race number 16. It's been a few races. 40.47, or sorry, 4.57 was lap 1 there that time for Johnson. Just kind of diving down a little too early in the corners. It was a lot better through 1 and 2 that time than what it was the lap prior, but hopefully this lap is quick enough to get to the top 24. Gonna go down to the apron here, trying to grab as much speed as we can at the line. 39.139 that time for Jimmie Johnson. 20th fastest in qualifying. Good enough to get to round 2. It's all we needed. Denny Hamlin top of the charts in round 1. Use the steering wheel on super speedways. Nice. If it disconnects, then controller. Yeah. Joseph then, welcome to the stream. Did I get a whole Cup Series paint schemes doing Cup Series season? Race 2 at Auto Club. I did not. Not that I saw, at least. I just got home tonight, so I didn't really get much of a chance to check if anything new came in with patches or whatnot. Yeah, if it disconnects again tonight, we might just only be using controllers for the rest of the, whoever knows how long. I probably would have to get another steering wheel, I'd have to guess. Because I think it's something with the HDMI with it, and the problem is, or not, I don't know if it's the HDMI, but the problem is it's connected to the steering wheel. I can't unplug it. So, what I got is what I've got. But I've had this for a while. I mean, I've had it for a few years now. I've had it since NASCAR Heat too, so. Alright, just gonna try to run one lap here. Hopefully we can quicken the lap time from where we ran in round number 1. Not bad through 1 and 2. Running out a little too wide. Maybe could have cut down the exit of the corner just a little bit. Johnson trying to hold full throttle through 3 and 4. He's going to be able to. What kind of a lap time is it going to be? Off of turn 4 to the start-finish line. Down to the apron goes Johnson again. At the line, 39.189. That is faster than any lap we ran in round 1. Picks up the pace slightly, but qualifies 18th. So inside the top 5 or top 10. So Kurt Busch, top of the charts in round 2. Not quite sure who's on the. So yeah, here we go. Congratulations, by the way, Angel, in your first video. So here we go. Qualified 18th. We're starting 15th, so we got 3 drivers going to the rear of the field in today's race. Without further ado, we're going to hop right on into this one. Michigan International Speedway here tonight. Alex Bowman, Eric Jones, and Kurt Busch all failed inspection. Kurt Busch is going to have a fast car because he was fastest in round 2 of qualifying. But Kyle Busch, his younger brother, is the driver on the pole here for tonight's race at MIS. Parker Fletcher, welcome to the stream. Jacob Westbrook, welcome. You're just in time. Qualifying is over. From the 15th starting spot goes Johnson, and Kyle Busch will lead the field to the green flag here at Michigan tonight. 200 laps, 400 miles at the fastest track in NASCAR. Or at least what was the fastest track in NASCAR before the 550 horsepower. I don't really think it is anymore, but it's definitely one of the fastest. That is for sure. Big run down the backstretch in the draft to Harvick. 3 wide already. You see crazy restarts at Michigan with how wide this track is. 2 miles in length also. Johnson gasses it up quickly into the top 10 to the inside of Logano off of turn 4. And Kyle Busch will lead lap 1 over teammate Martin Truex Jr. at the line. Johnson comes into this race with a 32-point lead in the regular season standings on Harvick. Just 10 races to go. William Nix, welcome to the stream. I know, I hope the wheel doesn't disconnect either. And if it does, I don't plan on using it again anytime soon. By that I mean maybe ever, at least for the streams. Oh, 4 wide through turns 3 and 4. This is tight. Johnson not a lot of room on the bottom. The contact with Boyer off of turn 4. Going down to the apron through the tri-oval to give himself a little more room. Unbelievable, we're still 4 wide. 4 wide for about a half a lap. Johnson gets loose already. Oh my goodness, what a save by Jimmy Johnson. 4 wide again into turn 1. That could have ended the day on lap number 3, but Johnson makes a brilliant save. He's going to lose a ton of track time in the following. Harvick actually slammed into the back bumper of Johnson there also. They're still going about 3 wide mid-pack. Oh my goodness. Even Newman got loose into turn 1 there. This is a crazy start to the race here tonight. Not too crazy for my liking, to be completely honest. Not a lot of contact, just, man, 4 wide and nobody gave an inch. We were 4 wide for about an entire half a lap. This is really insane there. Austin Dillon going to give the shove to Johnson off of turn 4. It's going to get Jimmy going now to the inside underneath Christopher Bell. Using that apron to his advantage to get by Bell on the front stretch. Cars to the inside of Johnson off of turn 3. He's clear of Bell. He got the run off the exit of the corner, running a little higher line. Going to clear Austin Dillon easily into turn 3 also. Car definitely loosened up slightly after that rear bumper damage after Harvick slammed into us when Johnson got loose and made the save. Harvick couldn't quite check up in time. Johnson can't afford a DNF with a 32-point lead on Harvick. It is way too risky. Oh, man. Door slam off a two between Austin Dillon and Jimmy Johnson. I don't know why I said Chase Elliott there. Again, 6 different winners this season coming into this race tonight also. Newman had to check up there behind Matt Kenseth. Johnson goes up the draft behind DiBenedetto. 3 wide into turn 1. Johnson trying to shoot the gap. Gotta be careful getting those left sides down on the apron and runs up the hill. Instead, contact there. Newman gives Johnson a shove in the center of the corner, trying to help him out, get him going. Oh, man. Look at that. 3 wide. DiBenedetto had a heck of a run off of turn 2. 3 wide middle for Johnson. 3 by 3. Man, Denny Hamlin's falling back through the field. Remember, he was 4 wide up on the top side at one point. There's Kenseth. Austin Dillon still 3 wide. Oh my goodness, 4 wide through the tri-oval. Johnson, Dillon, a little contact there. Hold your line, everybody. Oh man. Oh man, Boyer ended up in the wall. I believe Boyer got into the wall and then also hit Kenseth from behind. We still stay green. We've seen 4 wide a couple times already tonight. That time we had a lot of contact between Austin Dillon, Jimmy Johnson, and Clint Boyer, but everybody made it through. This is just the initial start of the race. What are the rest of the restarts going to be like, especially as we get later and later into this thing? Truex is out in front right now. Or sorry, no, Kyle Busch is out in front right now. Truex in second. Busch is absolutely cakewalking the field. Johnson out to the inside of Blaney for 6. Blaney finished runner-up in that Watkins Glen race last night. Jimmy Johnson got the win, got back to victory lane for his 10th victory of the season. Currently nabbing him now 50 playoff points on the season. Only lap 10. Johnson, seems like this 48 car is able to drive it in much deeper than everybody else. It's kind of hurting a little bit on corner exit speed, but still trying to get a feel for things outside of the 3 qualifying laps we ran. That was all we had for practice coming into this race, so once we get about 20 to 30 laps in, I'll feel a lot more comfortable, but to go 4 wide multiple times off the start, that was not looking good. Mr. Pizza, welcome to the stream. I have draft partners on for all racetracks. Granted, they only work for tracks over a mile in length and not road courses. So any of the 750 horsepower tracks on this game, it doesn't work for that. And I use it on the intermediates too, simply because that's how you would see with this 550 horsepower rules package. Like the Kansas race on Thursday night. You see bump drafting down the straightaways on these 1.5 miles now with this rules package, so it is a thing. I don't like how you get pushed in the center of the corner necessarily, but you do see more bump drafting now on these intermediate tracks with this package. Alistair Moore, welcome to the stream. Joey Logano, Martin Truex Jr. battling for second up ahead. Johnson closing in on Brad Keselowski. Ran a much higher line through 3 and 4. Has a big run on him now through the tri-oval. Johnson's going to complete the pass going into turn 1 easily. Jimmy definitely starting to get more and more of a rhythm. little higher of a line. I usually like to run the bottom, but I just keep overdriving the corners down there, at least in the early going. Not the first time this season Kyle Busch has had a dominant car in the early going, leading laps early. Still winless on the season, despite the fact he's in the top 10 in the point standings. Probably looking for much needed playoff points, and just in case to be sure on making the playoffs, I'm sure he would love to get the victory here tonight at Michigan. Again, still 10 more races left in the regular season after this one tonight. And our next race is at the Charlotte Roval. So we go back road course racing once again. Johnson's won the first 2 road course races of the season at Sonoma and a photo finish in at Watkins Glen last night. But we go to the Charlotte Roval, but that will not be until Thursday, as actually our next full race live stream will be tomorrow night in the Truck Series at Dover. So that'll be the next full race live stream tomorrow night, Dover Truck Series action. We won't have the next Cup stream until Thursday. Johnson looking to the inside of Truex for third. And he's gonna get there. Jimmy still 4.5 seconds off the lead from Kyle Busch. Yeah, I enjoy running this track simply because it's my home track and I've gone here so many times. I mean, I've only gone here 5 times, but still, I've gone here a lot. Seen the track in person a lot. It's going to be weird watching this race on TV this year because there's supposed to be no fans in attendance for both of the Michigan races for the doubleheader, so it'll just be weird watching on TV. That was a big side draft there by Johnson into 3 on Logano and completes the pass. Oh my gosh. You don't see me do that too often. I look down at the chat for 1 second and I'm in the grass. Ashton G, welcome to the stream. That was terrible. I've got a loose car as it is anyway. I really need to pay more attention. Definitely costed me a spot, that's for sure. We should be able to get it back on Logano. Look at how much deeper we carried the speed into 3 to cut that time down. And caution is out for the first time here tonight. Caution will fly at Michigan. Christopher Bell will hit pit road here. Just on lap 17 at the time of the first yellow. So everybody from 18th on back will pit. Nobody was a lap down. So over half the field is hitting pit road here. It looks like Jimmy Johnson's going to hit pit road also. Repair that rear bumper damage, get 4 fresh tires back on it. We're going to go off strategy here a little bit. So looks like the top 16 on the restart will have stayed out. Evan Board 23, welcome to the stream. Kyle Busch continues the lead. Green flag back in the air here in Michigan. Johnson wins the race off of pit road. So he gets the restart on the bottom in 17. Top 16 on about 17 lap older tires. So you're going to get to watch this field move on mid-pack. This is going to be crazy on the restart. You got a mix of old tires, fresh tires in the field. I think you're going to be seeing Johnson leading his first laps of the race here before long. Big moves being made early on the restart. Johnson all the way to the top 3 by 3 through the tri-oval. Kyle Busch leads the opening lap off the restart, but a huge run on the top right now for Johnson. Lane opens up in the middle between Logano and Newman. Johnson takes it over. More drivers on fresh tires trying to cut through the pack also. Oh man, Truex! And there is contact between the 48 And the 19, Brooks did not give Johnson a lot of room, but that's probably because he had Newman to the inside, 3 wide off the exit of the corner. Johnson shoots the gap into 3. Big head of steam off of turn 4. Should get the run off the banking on the outside. Jimmy Johnson to the lead for the first time tonight at Michigan on lap 23 as he clears Kyle Busch at the line. Dr. Milk Dud 74, welcome to the stream. Yeah, I get asked that a lot. I don't know what wheel I actually use. Again, I've had this since Heat 2, and I can't remember which one it was when I bought it. I bought it off Amazon for about $100, so that would have been about 3.5 years ago or so, almost 4 years ago. So, yeah, I don't quite remember. Probably closer to 3.5 years ago, but still. Strictly for the PlayStation, I can tell you that much. Not the best wheel, but it's not the worst thing in the world either. As long as it doesn't disconnect on me again. Jesus. I really can't look away tonight or something, because I usually can on these longer tracks like this at Michigan, 2 miles, but I am just struggling right now when I look away and look at the chat. Making dumb mistakes that I never usually make. Gotta be careful, especially with the DNFs on. Yeah, the gamble will work if we get a long green flag run, that's for sure. How about Quinn Half up to 5th? He's on fresher tires though, so is Tyler Reddick, who is up to 3rd place. They try to run down the 2nd place car of Kyle Busch. Yeah, I'm a little tired, Angel. Not gonna lie. Not as much on Mondays usually. I know I have a long day of work, but it's kind of the start of the work week, so I'm all caught up on sleep from the last 4 days. But what really kind of tends to get to me is Tuesday and Wednesday night, especially Wednesday night when I get home after that long week. Inside Uranus, welcome to the stream. Again, Johnson leading his first laps of the race in the early going at Michigan tonight. We have 1 caution so far in the early going of the race, came out on lap 17. And the back half of the field from 17th on back hit pit road. Johnson was in 3rd at the time when the caution had come out. Decided to hit pit road along with those guys, so restarted mid-pack. They quickly got to the lead before any of the other drivers on fresh tires could. You see Tyler Reddick, Quinn Half in 2nd and 3rd right now. They had pitted under that caution. But that's why you see us having such a big lead here in the early going. With these fresh tires, a little bit of a gamble on pit strategy. Giving up the track position to hopefully gain it if we get a long enough green flag run. Quinn Half up to 2nd. Unbelievable, as he has just passed Tyler Reddick going into turn 1 back there for 2nd place. Today's a pretty good day, for sure. I thought the work day went by really quick. I ended up having to stay like 20 minutes over, but that's kind of the norm at this point, to stay 20 minutes to a half hour over every day. But I actually got out on time all 3 days last week. That was a new record. Lucky to do that once in a while, rather yet all week. I knew it was too good to be true. And we did not get a long green flag run there. So caution is out. Just a 9-lap green flag run. Second caution of the race. And it looks like most of the cars that stayed out under that last caution are going to hit pit road here because they quickly faded back. Alex Bowman, the first driver out of the race. He'll finish dead last in 40th. That is a tough break because Alex Bowman was the last driver in on points coming into this race today. We still have 10 races before the playoffs after this one, but that is definitely not what Bowman needed, being that last driver in on points. Yeah, I think Johnson's going to have to hit. I think we're going to have to hit pit road again. So Jimmy Johnson will come to pit road, give up the lead, trying to stay on the same pit strategy as the drivers we were originally racing before, so they don't have a chance to run us down here. No, today was definitely fast for sure. Green flag back in the air, lap 33. Already 2 cautions in the early going at Michigan. Everybody from 19th on back pitted. Top 18 stayed out. Johnson trying to get the good run on the restart. Down to the bottom, 3 wide. And here comes Eric Almirola. Started to follow, then got held up behind David Reagan. Johnson is completely taken off on the restart as they go 3 by 3 into turn 3 up ahead. Look at how dicey and the battles for position continue. Off of turn 4, Johnson 4 wide through the tri-oval. We've seen this before. This is already the 3rd time tonight we have seen 4 wide racing at Michigan. The first 2 times were on the initial start. Johnson on the brakes slightly through turns 1 and 2. 3 wide for second, off of 2. Christopher Bell squeezes his way into second, not for long. Here goes Johnson, and for the lead after Boyer leads his first green flag lap of the race on the restart. Jimmy Johnson to the lead at Michigan into turn 3 once again. Billy Kramer, welcome to the stream. Jeez. Brian Nasco, welcome to the stream also. First time been able to watch the live stream from the beginning. Well, thanks, man. Thanks for tuning in here tonight. So varying pit strategies once again. Johnson out to about a 2nd lead on Clint Boyer on the restart, but everybody else that hit pit road along with Johnson there trying to work themselves through the pack. Almirola followed pretty quickly on that initial restart, but about a half a lap in, he got caught behind David Reagan. Martin Church Jr. up to 4th. He is gaining ground pretty quickly, but Johnson's got the clean air at the front of the field quickly. Definitely getting better and better as the laps wind on. Just myself with the handling of the race car, getting used to it. Again, no practice outside of the 3 qualifying laps we ran in session qualifying to qualify in the 18th spot. We didn't have any lap times with the steering wheel coming into Michigan on NASCAR Heat 5 today, so the hang of it over the course of the race, but we haven't wrecked out, so that's good. And again, if we could just get a long green flag run, really get myself settled in, feel more and more confident. Truex up to 2nd, Almirola in 3rd, Kurt Busch 4th. All those drivers had hit pit road under that last caution, in the top 4 at least. I do not remember exactly when the first time that you joined a stream there, Angel. I can't really remember who joined when exactly. You know, what stream. Really tough to... I mean, there's so many of you guys that keep coming up time after time. And I appreciate that. We're getting closer to 400 subs. Again, if anybody new's watching right now, subscribe for more daily NASCAR content. We've got these full race NASCAR Heat 5 live streams with a realistic broadcast, as you're seeing here tonight at Michigan. All their daily NASCAR content. Have a Power Rankings video coming up later in the week. And we have post-race and pre-race analysis for the Cup Series races as well. I'll give you guys my fantasy lineup advice. Show you guys who I have in my lineup for the current week. Reevaluate it in the post-race analysis along with the race itself. Found me on accident one morning when I typed NASCAR Heat 4 tonight. Hey, I mean, that's all it takes. That's why I title every single one of my videos NASCAR Heat 5 to try and get the... So that way, hopefully, you know, and as the viewership goes up on these streams, it'll become more and more common for it to come up on other people's search bars if they search up NASCAR Heat 5 or maybe NASCAR Heat 5 at Daytona or whatever other track we've raced on that has a lot of views. Pretty much every race of this Cup Series season, and trucks for that matter, have had well over 100 views. Truck Series over 100. Most of these Cup races have had over 200, over 300 views. So again, thanks for everybody watching these full race live streams, whether they're actually live when you're watching them or re-watching them to see what happened. So Almirola took over second place for Martin Truex Jr. Now remember, Eric Almirola finished top 10 at Watkins Glen, but he arguably had just as fast of a car as what Jimmy Johnson had. Just couldn't quite get the track position over him. Was constantly in second. Therefore, I guess you could say Johnson had the fastest car in the last race, but Almirola was there. Him and Hamlin got caught up in an accident when we had about a 4-wide battle at the time, racing for the lead with just over 30 laps left. We got loose when our tires were really old. Made contact with Hamlin. Hamlin spun into the guardrail, ricocheted back across the track into Almirola. Both cars were junked. They both finished the race in the top 10 again, but they had to come from a long ways back with such a short time. There was no chance for them to get all the way back through the field. We only had one more caution after that also. Only 4 total in the race last night at Watkins Glen, so not many at all. Johnson got the win, led all but 1 lap, and the 1 lap he did not lead was under caution when Ryan Blaney had won the race off of pit road. During that final pit stop that was taking place under yellow. If it wasn't for that, Jimmy Johnson would have led every lap. He led all the green flag laps in last night's race. And looking for a win yet again today. Definitely got the long run speed in the car as usual, but not only it's probably the fastest car on the longer run, we're just going to have to see how this is going to play out over the course of the race. A very long track at Michigan, 2 miles in length. It's going to be tough to put a lot of these guys a lap down. I think you're going to see much like what happened in the Brickyard 400 as far as at least a few drivers that are going to be in contention throughout the course of the day, especially if we get more and more late race yellows like we did in that Brickyard 400. Remember, we only had 6 cautions the entire race, but all 6 of them were in the last 100 laps. So we never had a long green flag run there. And so far we've had 2 cautions already tonight at Michigan, and we've only ran 45 laps. Yeah, DNFs have been screwing you and me over there, Evan Board. Gotcha, yeah, so we're coming off a win at Watkins Glen. New Hampshire, we had a game glitch where I DNF'd after a caution on a restart, even though I didn't actually wreck. So there was a bad glitch there. It DNF'd me. I couldn't get the race back going again. And then, so that wasn't my fault. Indianapolis for the Brickyard 400. We were racing for the lead late. And I just got loose in turn 3. Made a 3-wide pass up the middle. Completed the pass down the backstretch. 5 seconds later when we roll into turn 3, I overran the corner, got loose, got T-boned by Kyle Busch, and he was side by side behind me with Harvick and ended up DNFing out of that one. So that's been the last 3 races. Really roller coaster of an event, but those couple of DNFs has costed Johnson a big points lead. That's why we only have a 32-point lead over Harvick, who's also locked into the playoffs with a win this season. Remember, Harvick was able to get the win in the Brickyard 400 that day, and has now won 3 straight races at Indy in the Cup Series. So how about that? Jeez, in the wall off of 4. I've got it. I keep saying I've got to be careful when I'm doing that. I'm only doing that because I'm looking in the chat. I mean, this is one of the easier tracks for me personally, and I'm just making stupid errors. Just looking at the chat a little too long. Fine down the back straightaway, but every other part of the track I really shouldn't be. Too high speeds around this track to be playing around with that. If I was using the controller, that'd be one thing, but 7.5 second lead. Ryan Newman up to 3rd place. He had a top 5 at Watkins Glen yesterday. Truex is in 4th and Kurt Busch in 5th right now as we run. So a lot of these cars being lapped right now were all cars that stayed out under that last caution. A lot of them are backmarker cars, and a lot of them were obviously the drivers that had pitted under that first caution of the race. Use the top side of the corner, the entering, then go low. I get what you're saying. You know, I actually arc the corners off. Kind of like this. Well, I can't really do it because Timmy Hill's right there, but... Yeah, I know. I'm just kind of overdriving my corners slightly. Diving it off too early. That's my fault. Outside of when I'm trying to pass the lap cars, but... Just over a quarter of the way through this one already here tonight at Michigan. Solid corner that time by Jimmy. In line behind Eric Jones. Just clearing Stenhouse before we're able to get down to the bottom under Jones there. Yeah, definitely held full throttle through 1 and 2 that time for Johnson. This has potential to be the fastest lap of the race so far. In the draft on Byron down the back straightaway also. Trying to hold it full throttle through 3 and 4 now. This is going to be a blistering fast lap for Jimmy Johnson. 39.46. I really thought it was going to be faster than that, but I guess for More than halfway through the run, Johnson gets into the wall into turn one rather, and a little too risky trying to get all we could out of the car there early on in this one. A little bit of a mistake. Yeah, definitely going to be a race tomorrow. Yeah, I'll let you guys know if there's going to be a day where we don't have a race. I'd be able to let you guys know ahead of time. It's usually only because I'm traveling to a different race, like when I went to Bristol last week. And we only took that little bit of time off in between Heat 4 and 5 because I got all I needed done with NASCAR Heat 4 about 5 days before the release of Heat 5, so I decided to take a couple days off. But outside of that, yeah, when I say daily NASCAR channel, I mean it. Yeah, the full race live stream tomorrow is going to be at Dover for the Truck Series. Start time is going to be around 8:15, 8:30, roughly what we had tonight. We started a little later tonight because I got off 20 minutes late from work, so that's why the stream didn't start till about 8:50. But it's what we usually shoot for Monday through Wednesdays. Full throttle through 1 and 2 again there that time for Johnson. I'd like to be able to run a line that I could run full throttle around the racetrack. It's going to be putting more stress on the tires, but it's going to be the fastest way around. Really try to get all I can out of the race car. Or even back off slightly in 1 and 2. I know turns 3 and 4 is a lot easier to hold wide open. It seems like 1 and 2 is a little harder. And that's because you carry more top end speed into turn 1 than what you would turn 3. The front stretch is automatically a little longer than the back straightaway, with that curve in it through the tri-oval, so a little more banking also. So you're just already going to add more speed going into. Second lead though for Johnson. Definitely gonna have to repair the tiny bit of damage we've got on the race car right now under the next pit stop. .21.5 second lead here for Jimmy Johnson. James Jr., welcome to the stream. Accident. We've had 2 accidents so far today. Not sure exactly what they are for, but we have had 2 cautions a little further back in the field. Alex Bowman brought out the first caution of the race. I'm not sure who brought out caution 2. Bowman is out. He's the first driver to exit this one. 61 laps complete. Jackson Thomas, welcome to the stream. Man, look at Johnson ripping the outside through 1 and 2. Tough for me to do here in Michigan. Michigan's not quite had enough like tire wear. It's tough to run the outside, but it is possible. A little easier last year in the August race with the PJ1 that they had put down on the track. We're going to have a green flag pit stop here. A little bit of pit strategy for Johnson. Going to try to short pit the field. We won't have to worry about losing a lap. So why not try something different here? Go off a strategy. We had a big enough lead. It's a way big enough racetrack. We don't have to worry about losing a lap. So why not try something a little different? We haven't led a ton of laps in this race. Close to majority though. So Jimmy Johnson on pit road, 16.1 second stop. Yeah, so I was supposed to start the career mode last weekend. My round of golf that I played on Saturday and Sunday ran a lot longer than what I would have expected it to be, so that's why I couldn't get to it. So I will try to get on that ASAP, but I can guarantee you I can't play outside of streaming Monday through Wednesday, so I'll have to hopefully try it on Thursday if I have a chance. Yeah, they should have PJ1 on the tracks they actually have PJ1 on. I think that'd be kind of cool. It would help give maybe a top lane to, you know, tracks on this game that wouldn't have it. So Johnson comes out of the pits 19 seconds off the lead in 11th after that 4-tire pit stop under green. Again, if we have a long green flag run, this pit strategy is going to work out. If we could cycle all the way through the pit stops. So if we can make it another 15 to 20 laps for everybody else to hit pit road, this is going to pan out for Jimmy Johnson. He's going to put even more cars a lap down, but then everybody else will then be trying to run us down on about 15 to 20 lap pressure tires. Unlike we have the 20 to 25 lap pressure tire. Oh, contact there with Custer. Looks like Clint Boyer actually dove it onto pit road back there. 3 wide into turn 1 down to the bottom. Yeah, PJ1, not PG1. I understand what Angel meant, though. A bit of a typo. Yeah, so there's a lot of drivers hitting pit road now, and I think it's a lot of the drivers that actually stayed out under the last caution. So you're seeing green flag pit stops start now. It's not really short pitting because I don't think any of the leaders are actually pitting. It's all those drivers that were already a lap down because they did not pit under the caution. The last caution, that is. Ooh, Chastain didn't give us a lot of room to get under him there. Right, no problem, Angel. Hopefully he can hustle back and be back by the end of the race. Johnson gets by Keselowski down the back straightaway for 8th. Full throttle through 3 and 4 that time for Jimmy. Wheel of joy on those fresh tires, just came out of the pits there. Johnson with a little side draft through the tri-oval, trying to get away from him now into turn 1. Should be able to complete the pass. The worst case scenario with this pit strategy too is if we got to the lead and then a caution came out before they hit pit road, we would just pit with them again. It wouldn't have really made much of a difference. Would have either been bunched together again and we would still hit pit road in the lead if we did end up getting to that point. It's just going to be a matter again, will it be before everybody else comes to pit road, or will the next caution be afterwards? Or maybe we don't get another caution at all, because again, you never know. I doubt we'd run the final 156 laps of the race under green, but I guess you never know, especially here in Michigan. No, the race is not going to be that early. I can't get off of work until 6:30 at the earliest, because that's my actual scheduled off time. So I have about a 40-45 minute drive. So the earliest I can get home is like 7:10, 7:15, and then usually I hop in the shower and then I eat my dinner before I come on and stream. So that's why I usually shoot for about 8:15, 8:30. So caution is out. Kyle Busch in the lead once again here today at Michigan. Johnson got his way back up to 5th place before the yellow came out. After short pitting, might as well pit again and stay on the strategy with the leaders. So I guess that didn't work out at all for Jimmy, but I guess it didn't matter either, because again, everybody would have been bunched up either way. We wouldn't have put that many more cars a lap down, maybe a couple more, but caution literally came out about 7-8 laps after we pit. So Kyle Busch wins the race off of pit road. Johnson will restart in 5th. At least he's on the inside. That's the preferred line on the restart. Green flag back in the air at Michigan following the 3rd caution of the race. As we have 127 to go. Johnson tried to get away from Kurt Busch to keep him from side drafting. Look at the outside, stolen out on the restart. Outside completely stalled out on the restart there. Look at Johnson to the inside. 3 wide for 2nd place off of 2 down the back straightaway. Oh, Truex trying to side draft the 48 and Johnson made a little contact. Busch goes high over 4 wide for the lead. 4 wide for the lead through turns 3 and 4. Logano's going to give a push to the back bumper of the 48. Busch leads the lap. How did we make it off of turn 4 like we did? Not a lot of drafting help on the bottom through the tri-oval there. Logano tried to help off of 2 and then he couldn't. Johnson slides up. 4 wide again, this time for 3rd. Johnson, or sorry, no, the 22. Johnson went low. The 22 got into the 6 and the 6 ended up in the wall. Johnson avoided to the inside just in case there was going to be a huge checkup there. There never was. Kurt Busch was able to take advantage of it. And Eric Almirola is now going for the lead on Kyle Busch at the front of the field. Three wide for 5th. Oh man, that got a tight little contact between the 1 and the 48 there. Johnson just overdrove turn 1. Newman about ended up in the wall again. Do I live on the East Coast? I live in Northwest Ohio, so it is Eastern time zone here. Not exactly on the East Coast. I just say East Coast from time to time just because it's Eastern time zone, even though I'm not actually on the East Coast. I'm more in the Midwest. Johnson just ran his fastest lap of the race at 38.910 that last lap. Currently sitting in 7th place. Kurt Busch trying to pass the 6 of Newman. Johnson trying to stay right in the draft of that 1 car of Kurt Busch. Busch could not make the pass on Newman there. Big run for Johnson down the back straightaway. Over 200 miles an hour into turn 3. 202 to be exact. Johnson down to the apron. Is he gonna get hit? He did, but not hard enough by Harvick. As Johnson just completely overdrives the corner. Caution is out for the 4th time. Boy, did Jimmy get bailed out there. Wow. I almost blew it there. No, we should be good. We didn't get hit hard in the right side. I couldn't tell if that was before the actual, like, caution thing popped up or not. It's hard to tell. No, I think we'll be fine here. We didn't get hit head on either. Yeah, we didn't get hit head on. I figured we were going to be fine there. Well, Johnson bailed out on that one. Heck of a save. After spinning all the way around, he'll restart in 7th, and the green flag is back in the air again as he keeps the track position. Didn't pit there. We had no damage. And I think we had no damage because he had hit us after that little meter, or whatever you want to call it, the notification that the caution was out had come up. Look at Logano going for the lead. Heck of a restart by Johnson, by the way. Look at this. On the short run, Jimmy already up to 4th. Joey Logano leads the lap at the line. Kyle Busch side drafted him back, though, on the outside. Look at this 48 car, up to 3rd on the restart. Where did he come from? And here comes Newman to the inside of Almirola behind us. Logano clears Kyle Busch at the front of the pack. Busch is going to try to get him back, though. Busch to the top. Johnson all the way to the bottom. Look at how deep Jimmy drove it in there. And he's going to clear the 18 because of it. Johnson drove it in absolutely deep. Here comes Kyle Busch. He gets blocked off by Johnson for the moment as Logano holds on to the lead. Definitely the best restart of the day by Johnson. With everybody on equal tires, that is. And he is staying right with Logano as Almirola goes side by side off of 2 with Kyle Busch now. Newman looking to the inside. Johnson goes high, or sorry, Logano goes high. Johnson to the inside and clears Logano off of 4. Jimmy Johnson back to the lead again here at Michigan. Joey's got a head of steam, though, after running the top side, but he's going to have to check up. Johnson kind of run that protective line in the middle through the tri-oval. Logano back to the top again. Busch goes to the top, and Almirola back and forth goes to the bottom, followed by Newman in 5th on the bottom as well. Through the corner, and Almirola actually pulled up alongside the 18 of Busch. They're side by side down the back stretch. Logano's got another big run, and he takes it to the bottom. Trying to perhaps slide job on Johnson. Johnson drives it in deep himself and actually holds it full throttle off of turn 4, but Logano's got a big run in the draft off of turn 4. He is still there. And the 10 and the 18 are still side by side back there. Logano tries it again into turn 1 for the lead. I think Joey just gets off the corners a little bit better than what Johnson does. I'm still surprised. The 10 and the 18 have been side by side for 3rd for about a lap and a half now. No one could get the edge over each other with that aggressive side drafting going on. Johnson almost ended up in the wall. A little tight on the exit of 4. Jumps down to the bottom to break the draft through the tri-oval there. Just 115 laps to go. Already 4 yellows here tonight. That's all we had in the entirety of that race last night at Watkins Glen. Logano back to the top. I don't know if he's trying to protect on Almirola, who took the top as well, or if he's trying to get a run off of 4 on Johnson. He lost a lot of ground center corner, though. Jimmy's starting to get to that point where the tires are starting to come in on this 48 car. Really starting to pull away from everybody behind him. Gonna alternate through the different camera angles for the first time at the start-finish line here tonight at Michigan. With 113 laps to go in the Firekeepers Casino 400. This isn't Jimmy Johnson's home track, but this is my home track, so I'd love to get a win here as Johnson for this Cup Series season. Kyle Busch up to third place again as he passes Almirola through 3 and 4. If it wasn't for Johnson short pitting that one time, he wouldn't have had to make any green flag stops so far today. With all the cautions, it has allowed him to make 4 pit stops in this one with the 4 yellows. The only caution which he had stayed out was under that last caution. My parents are from, they actually grew up in Northwest Ohio along with me. They never moved. They moved like town to town, but like within 20 minutes of each other. I was born in Toledo. And for the first few years of my life I lived there, but outside of that, I've lived about roughly 20 to 30 minutes southeast. Some smaller towns out in the country. I still can't get used to this camera. This feels weird. It doesn't feel as weird with the controller, but it feels really weird with the steering wheel being this far back. I about overdrove turns 3 and 4 because of it. Yep, hockey starts tomorrow. Baseball just started the other day. My Tigers are actually doing pretty decent right now, too. Caution is out, ladies and gentlemen. Caution is out for the 5th time today. We got a lot of drivers hitting pit road. Tyler Reddick in 21st will get the free pass. 5th caution of the race. Johnson will pit also, so this is looking like it's going to leave about the top 3 cars staying out, it would look like. Kyle Busch, Joey Logano, Almirola, unless they make a late dive to pit road. Yeah, I know. I actually watched I picked up in the 2nd inning when I got home, and we were up 5-1, and then we just started getting creamed. It's our fault. We took Fulmer out of the game when he gave up a couple home runs in the 2nd. Or sorry, in the 3rd. And then we put 2 players that had never played before making their debuts out of the bullpen, and they just completely got rocked. Classic Tigers. Oh boy, 3 wide off the start and tight. Oh man, look at this move by Johnson on the outside. Won the race off of pit road, by the way, in 4th. Ooh, got to be careful down there. Martin Truex Jr. up to 2nd, though. He's the first driver on 4 fresh tires outside of Johnson to get past those top 3 that all stayed out under the last yellow, and Truex is coming. Crossed flags in the air. Johnson leads at the halfway mark, though, here tonight after another lead change at the line, but Truex is stalking Johnson for the lead. Nothing but short runs for the most part through the first half of the race. 5 cautions in the first half of the day today at Michigan through the first 100 laps. What will be to come? Ooh, Truex looked like he was going to the bottom. He faked low, goes high. He's going to carry a lot of speed off of turn 4 here. Johnson ran more of the middle line there, trying to protect. Slide up in front of that 19 before he had much of a chance at us. Just 99 laps to go. Johnson continues to lead, but Newman is now closing in 3rd. Here comes Truex. Johnson can't block that on the top side. Martin Truex Jr. to the lead off of 2. And here comes Newman in the picture all over the back bumper of the 48 of Johnson. Johnson got back into the gas a little late there. Or sorry, a little early, got out of the gas a little. Yeah, I meant to say got out of the gas a little early, got into it even earlier. And caution is out again. Our 6th caution of the race. As Truex leads. Almirola, Kyle Busch, and Logano will hit pit road. We only ran 3 laps before that caution. And those 3 drivers that stayed out definitely lost that track position right away off the restart. Once they lost the lead, they were definitely falling back. Yeah, I don't pay too much attention to that, Jacob. 57th best player in the league. He played better than the 57th best player, in my heart. A little biased there, but he's a really good wideout. So Martin Truex Jr. will restart with the lead. Green flag back in the air. Here we go again. Johnson trying to side draft on the restart. Right on that 19. Look at the side draft by Johnson to get the nose out in front in 2, but can he power past Truex? He's able to go from 4th to 1st on the last restart, but those 3 cars ahead of him were on older tires. Truex and Johnson on equal tires. Still side by side off of turn 2. Side drafting, here comes Newman in the picture. Can't tell exactly where Truex is at. He's right there. They both drive it in deep. Who's going to have the advantage off of turn 4? It's Truex barely clearing. And look at Johnson with the crossover, though, on the 19 of Truex. Can't get to his inside, though. Cannot get to that corner panel. Johnson, great corner through 1 and 2. Drives it in deep. Left side down to the apron and sticks it. He is all over the 19. Harvick is in the picture now. He won on the last 2+ mile racetrack and the 2.5 mile track at Indy. Well, outside of the road course, I guess, in which Johnson won yesterday, but Johnson clears Truex off of turn 4 now for the lead. Newman and Harvick 3 wide for second place, back behind Johnson now. 93 to go. And here comes Newman. Johnson can't block the run. Oh, contact! Harvick gets loose behind, and Truex is going to give Johnson a shot now, and he's going to put him in the wall off of turn 2. Truex just put Jimmy Johnson in the wall, and Jimmy just tags him back there. And Hamlin just overdrove the corner in turns 3 and 4. That shove by Truex costed not only himself a lot of spots, but Johnson a lot of spots also. As Ryan Newman, the Rocket Man, leads here at Michigan. Truex has a big run on Harvick. Harvick has that run off the top, though. He's going to carry a lot of speed. Johnson all over the back of Truex. Into turn 3, he is driving over aggressively with the 19 car right now. That bump draft, though, really carried a lot of speed into 3 for both of them, especially Truex. And he almost made the pass on Harvick. Top 3 go to the top. Truex to the bottom. 4th and 5th back behind also go to the top. Look at that run on the bottom. Wow, Kyle Busch just made up 2 passes in 1 corner on both Keselowski and Johnson. Remember, Busch pitted under the last yellow and has already come from rear of the lead lap to 5th. But he only has 3 lap pressure tires. That's not making much of a difference. Remember, Busch just has that fast of a car. He has the fastest short run car today for sure. But he is still calm, only on 3 lap pressure tires so far through the field. Johnson drives it in deep into 1 and 2 now on Truex, trying to draft it as they side draft each other on the bottom. Busch with the run on the top is going to clear both of them. What a run, and here comes Logano out of nowhere. Trying to catch up with that 18 car on the same strategy after topping off on fuel. Johnson, no! Can he get lucky a second time? Oh, man! Oh! He hits the outside wall, was able to downshift to 3rd gear in time. Wow. And if it, man, we got to the brakes and got to that downshift to 3rd just in time there. Caution is out again. That is the 7th of the race with 90 to go. Johnson's going to hit pit road, repair that damage. I'm not going to pit for tires or fuel and give myself an advantage, but we're going to repair that damage while we're under the 5-second damage clock. Chase Elliott on back, all on fresh tires. So this will get interesting. That was so fortunate for Johnson. He didn't hit the wall hard. That is the 2nd time he has completely lost control in turns 3 and 4. 86 to go. Here we go again. A lot of guys on fresh tires back here. Oh, Johnson rubs the wall off of 2. About got pinched by Jones. Eric Jones did not give Johnson any room there whatsoever. Johnson to the bottom, 3 wide. still 3 wide. Got it cleared to Benedetto. Chris Buescher's still got to run on the top, but Johnson's now inside of Christopher Bell down the front stretch. Look at this pack of cars into turn 1. 3 by 3. Harvick squeezed up the middle right now. You got Kurt Busch on the top, Almirola on the bottom. Kyle Busch also on the top. Keselowski on the bottom in front of the 10. Now blocking the middle lane of Harvick. Keselowski going to get sandwiched into 3. Harvick trying to bump draft him. Look at the run by Johnson behind everybody. Harvick and Keselowski checked up. Johnson down to the apron off of 4. 3 wide. Oh my goodness. Harvick got aggressively side draft both from the inside and the outside. How did he not lose the side force of that race car? Oh man, he is loose in the 1 too. Johnson drives it in deep. He's back up to 6th again. Logano leads here at Michigan. Couple car lengths on Newman. Look at that run that Kyle Busch had on the top. He tries to get around the 10 of Almirola. Busch still has that big run into 3 and 4 now. Trying to pinch the 10 car of Almirola to the inside. Johnson's got a big run behind them both. Jimmy Johnson at the bottom, 3 wide for 3rd, and he's going to snooker both of them. As well as the 2nd place car of Newman. Into turn 1, Johnson, a 3-for-1 special. But here comes Almirola and Busch back on the inside. Jimmy stuck on the top. Jimmy got to hold his line. Oh, wow, that 18 barely cleared the 48, but the 48 gets the run off the top, and we're 3 wide again. Johnson in the bottom, Almirola in the middle, Busch on the top into 3. Newman all the way to the wall. Johnson clears the 10 and the 18 off of 4. Almirola also clears the 18 of Busch himself off of 4. So they all kind of merge, and Logano drives away. For now, at least. Logano all the way to the top of the track. Johnson is closing the gap. Yeah, 5 seconds. It was under the 5-second penalty, so that's why we repaired damage, because it was at 3 seconds. Anything. I can't repair the damage under my stipulation. Johnson gained about 0.3 of a second that last lap on Logano. Joey might have to move back down to the bottom. Johnson is driving it in ever so deep on the bottom, and look at him stick in the corner through 1 and 2. Joey's going to get the run off the top, but Johnson might be able to get in the draft down the backstretch and kind of minimize the amount of a gain that Logano's going to have. And that seems to be the case here. Slide job by Johnson through 3 and 4. Perfectly executed. Clears Logano by a long shot off of turn 4. Jimmy Johnson in the lead again. 80 laps to go at Michigan. Johnson first, Logano second, Kyle Busch fourth, Kyle Busch third, Eric Almirola fourth, and Newman fifth to round out the top 5 right now. In this running order, Johnson now moves to the top side through 1 and 2. Logano a little bit higher. Seemed like he gained a little bit more ground on the 48 that time. Jacob, the day's going by so far so good. I can tell you guys, as soon as this race is over, I am going to bed. Another long day of work tomorrow, so. Already, though, only 79 to go. This has not been a long race at all, despite the fact we have had a lot of cautions. Again, we have had 7 of them already today. LC Brawls also welcome to the stream. I saw you in the chat right before that one caution earlier. I forgot to mention you. So thanks for joining the stream. 78 to go. Johnson just over a 1-second lead on Logano. Logano still trying to work the top side back behind. It can work at Michigan on the shorter run. I just think as the run carries on, you're going to have to go down to the bottom. As these tires start to wear out, I just don't think the top is quite as prevalent. on the longer run. With the short runs, it can work out. Our car seems to be better in that middle to bottom lane. I prefer to run the bottom just because I can hold it more wide open or more of a chance of doing it than the middle, but the middle can work on the short runs for sure for us. Welcome back, Alistair Moore. Again, I'm slipping up on oh man, I'm still doing it. Slipping up on my words tonight. Again, simply, it's probably because I'm a little tired, even though I don't necessarily feel like it. Again, it's a long day Monday through Wednesdays for me, the work week. Again, even though Mondays I don't necessarily feel tired, I don't feel tired tonight, but I probably am. Pitting 7 to 6 laps. Yeah, I'm not gonna pit yet. The pit window isn't open right now. We still got a decent amount of ways to go. We're right on the border of if we can make it on one more stop or not. It's going to depend how cautions might play out. We have not had a long green flag run yet today. Not a run that was longer than 30 laps at least. We've already gone 125 complete of the 75 laps remaining in this one now. Loosen up the car. I don't want to loosen up the car any. I've just been overdriving turns, well, both ends of the corners for the most part. If I loosen up the car, I'm just going to overdrive it more. I don't want to do that. It'll be a lot harder to handle in traffic too. I think I'm fine with the car I've got now. It's definitely stable. Welcome back there, Evan. Yeah, I'm perfectly content with the setup we have. That's why I haven't adjusted it so far tonight. Especially now that I've gotten the hang of it. Can alternate through the different camera angles one final time in this race tonight. 73 laps to go here at Michigan. Again, what will the pit strategy look the rest of the race? If we stay green, we're going to be right on the border of it being a two-stop race. A one or a two-stop race, I should add. So this could turn into a fuel mileage race, and we have seen plenty of fuel mileage races at Michigan in the past. Don't be surprised if we see another one here tonight. Caution is out again. For the 8th time today with 73 laps to go, caution is out. Currently 23 people watching. Thanks for everybody tuning in here tonight. It's been a fun night so far. Racing action, crazy restarts. We've had a lot of them because, again, this is the 8th caution, right? Yeah, this is the 8th caution of the race. Not 7th, my bad. We've had 7 up until this point. So the 8th caution of the race. Got a decent amount of cars pitting. We can't make it on field to the end here. Johnson's going to hit pit road also. Why not? Looks like the top 7 stayed out. Everybody from 8th on back on pit road here. I think that's the wise plan. It would have been close to making a one more stop from there. So here we go. Green flag back in the air at Michigan. Johnson wins the race off of pit road of the 8 drivers. The drivers from 8th on back that pit. 69 laps left here at Michigan to decide the winner. Well, we have a new winner this season. It's tough to tell who's the favorite on the short runs. I would like to think, again, it's Kyle Busch, but he was one of the drivers that stayed out. Johnson's in the wall off of 2. 3 wide on the top. There's just nowhere to go there. Byron to our inside and a car to the inside of him. That 21 of DiBenedetto just gave Johnson a shot off of turn 4. Look at the run Johnson's got because of it. Oh man, he just got pushed into the wall. That 21 car is still locked on. Look at the run. The 48 has to the bottom. Oh, this is going to be tight. 3 wide. Pinch to the apron. Wasn't a lot of room to run, and off of turn number 4, here comes Johnson for the lead. 3 wide down the backstretch for second. Now Newman just took off on the top side. What an unbelievable restart for Newman. He restarted further back than what Johnson did, and they're going 4 wide back there for about 3rd place. Out of the rear view, this is insane. Once again, Keselowski's worked his way up to 3rd. He's barely been in the top 5 today, if at all. But Ryan Newman to the lead once again here in this one, and he's got about a second ahead of Johnson. Here comes Truex to the inside of the 48 off of turn 2 also. And he's going to clear him. Trying to keep that 2 off of us. I don't want to get bump drafted anymore in the corners. I think that costed us some time on the restart when the 21 of DiBenedetto got to the back of us and kind of got us into the wall through the tri-oval. I think it would have worked with the bump draft through the tri-oval. The problem was we were already 3 wide up near the wall, and that we just didn't take the contact, that initial contact, very well, and definitely didn't help. But that too, Keselowski is looking all over the 48 right now. He keeps coasting in. He's not making a move though. Johnson drives it in deep through 3 and 4, wide open. Keselowski exited a lot lower than what Johnson did. Look at Jimmy trying to break the draft to the inside. He just can't do it. The 2, Keselowski followed him all the way down. Johnson might have slightly overran 1 and 2. It wasn't that bad, but definitely tell he drove it in deep, and it didn't work out because Keselowski is there. He is at the inside of the 48. He is side drafting Johnson down the backstretch. Oh, Johnson clipped him in the 2 of Keselowski. Saves it. What a save by Brad Keselowski. Contact into 3. DiBenedetto takes 3rd. Unbelievable. Johnson checked up big time because Keselowski was completely turned sideways. What a save by the 2. Brad did lose a couple spots though, also further back outside of Justin Johnson and DiBenedetto up ahead. And Jimmy has completely lost the 6 car of Newman. He is 4.5 seconds off the lead, about as far back as he's been today on the short run. And he's only in 4th too, so it's not like position-wise he's that bad. There are a lot of drivers on the lead lap, and we have seen a lot of comers and goers on these short runs. I mean, look at Newman. He restarted behind us on that restart. Well, we were battling 3 wide for what we thought was the lead. It was only for second because Newman had such a big run on that top side. He was able to clear everybody off of turn 2. A lap and a half into the restart. 62 laps to go. Everybody still has to pit one more time today. At least. Johnson to the inside of DiBenedetto. Can't clear him off of 2. Benedetto getting a big side draft down the backstretch. Johnson pulls lower. Down the straightaway, trying to break the draft. Benedetto there again, trying to pinch him now. But then he ends up going a little higher, probably than what he would have originally wanted. Johnson clears DiBenedetto off of turn number 4. 61 to go. Johnson back up to 3rd again. Who knew, though, that Ryan Newman was going to take that restart? But everybody that had fresher tires further back, I thought it would have been the 48 or the 19. I did not think the 6 of Newman was going to fly around us like that. Johnson slowly starting to cut into that gap on Ryan Newman. .60 to go. We are roughly 20 laps away from the edge of that pit window still. We haven't had a long run yet today. I don't think I'm going to be short pitting anymore in this race like I tried to in the first half of the race. We just have not had a run longer than 30 laps. I don't think we will the rest of the race, to be completely honest. I'd be surprised if we did. Especially if we went green to the end, the way this race has gone so far. 8 cautions total. Evan, tomorrow's race is in the Truck Series at Dover. So Truck Series at Dover, 200 miles, 200 laps tomorrow night. Johnson's barely even gained any ground on that 6 of Newman also. That's another crazy thing with this restart. It just doesn't even look like Johnson's car is coming in right now. 58 laps to go. We're going to stick with this normal camera for the rest of the race. Almost 3/4 of the way home. I think it's a little smaller, honestly. It could be the same size. I don't think it is, though. I think it's a little bit smaller. I know some stock cars have smaller wheels, too, so that's why I'm thinking it could be the size of one. If I had to prefer my own size, it wouldn't be, my size would be a little bigger. I just have longer arms. I think a bigger wheel would probably fit me better. It's definitely bigger than the wheel I have for my go-kart, I could say that much. Granted, I had a difference. The steering wheel I had for my go-kart was like a kind of like an Indy car looking like wheel. That was similar to what I had, only it didn't have all the same technologies on it. I still had a tachometer, but I mean, that was just showing like lap times, the heat, and everything else, but it wasn't showing like anything outside of that. Johnson with a big run here on Truex. To the outside to turns 1 and 2. Johnson's got the run. Truex blocks it off. These two have raced each other hard tonight, to say the least. Johnson going to side draft Truex down the backstretch into 3. And Johnson's going to clear the 19. For second place. Got his first lap car of the run. Can't tell exactly who that is up here. 2.5 seconds is the difference. 55 to go. Still outside the pit window by about 15 laps. Oh, you meant street cars? Yeah, I think it's a little smaller. I think it's a little bit smaller than, say, my steering wheel in my car. It is pretty close, though. The camera doesn't do it much justice because of the angle of it. It's kind of like angled from the top, like right area, but that's just so I can get a little bit better lighting. Even when it's dark out. And caution is out again. Jeez. Well, this really puts everybody in a bind. We have some cars pitting here. Newman is in the lead. Johnson second. Johnson was starting to run him down. And we have varying pit strategies again. And Johnson's going to pit and give up the track position, it looks like here. Go 45 laps on a full tank of fuel. We're going to be just outside the window. We'll have about 51 laps to go when we go green, roughly. If I had to guess, 51 to go. Busher from 7th is pitting. He's having a great day today. Kyle Busch, Almirola, Blaney, Logano all pitting. Kurt Busch, Boyer, Byron, Houff. John Hunter Nemechek will get the free pass in 23rd. So 51 laps to go. The top 12 stayed out of the pits. Varying strategies continue. After our 9th caution of the race today. This has been caution-filled indeed. Green flag in the air. Strategy's been all over the place today. It's hard to really pull any off because there's no long green flag runs. It's usually when you see strategy the most. But here's the restart. 18 and the 48, side by side. Johnson clears the 48. Kyle Busch into 1 and 2. Jimmy gonna go to the top side through 1 and 2 now. Off of turn 2, lane closes. He's got to go up the middle now between Stenhouse and Reddick. And look at Eric Almirola. Almirola follows Johnson up the middle. Johnson now goes all the way to the bottom, drives it in deep through 3 and 4. Who will race to get through all the lap cars first? Johnson up to 6, clearing Kenseth off of 4. Everybody back up to speed. 3 wide for the moment. Nope, not anymore. Ryan Newman still leads, at least for now. Harvick 2nd, but here comes Johnson for that spot. Jimmy got through the traffic pretty well so far. Harvick, will he clear the 48? He almost did. Big side draft by Johnson on the right rear quarter panel of Harvick. Johnson's up to 2nd place. Newman leads. He's got the clean airs. They're up to speed, but Johnson's got the 4 fresh tires. He stuffs it to the inside of Newman and clears him off of turn 4. Not a lot of room and barely cleared him. But Jimmy Johnson back to the lead again at Michigan with 49 to go. But we got some other fast cars that restarted right back with us. I think Almirola will likely be the first driver to get up to 2nd and perhaps challenge Johnson for the lead on the short run, if given the time. Johnson hasn't really pulled away from Newman too much right now, despite having about 20 lap or so older tires. And Almirola is up to 3rd. He's just less than 2 seconds off the lead. Gets up to 2nd past Newman. We'll see what Almirola's got. Thanks for watching this race from the beginning there, Angel. It's well called 88. Pittsburgh Tags, welcome to the stream. 200 laps, crazy. Yeah, it's been crazy racing. We've had 9 cautions today. It has been interesting to say the least. There's been no strategy but crazy restarts all throughout. We've seen 4 wide too many times to count. It's been crazy. If you're new to the channel, I do full race live streams every day, and I do them with a realistic commentary. Got other daily NASCAR content as well. Again, power ranking videos starting up this week, and then we've been doing all season post-race and pre-race analysis videos for fantasy advice, as well as what I actually think will go down in that race for the Cup Series. So subscribe for more daily NASCAR content. Thanks for stopping by tonight, though. Our road to 1,000. Aiden Rowland, welcome to the stream. I was looking at the chat and I about hit the wall. Oh my gosh. I haven't done that in a while tonight. Angel, yeah, the next generation of commentary. Hopefully. Almirola is catching up to Johnson. Kyle Busch has gotten his way up to 3rd. Kurt up to 4th. Top 4 are filled with drivers on 4 fresh tires. Can Almirola run down the 48 of Johnson? Again, he's slowly catching up. 45 to go. It's going to be tough to pass that car in clean air on this racetrack, but we'll see. Yeah, we'll see right at the end of the race. This race has actually been flying by. This is actually one of the shorter races. It's 400 miles in length, so it's about a normal race length. But because the laps are so fast at Michigan, 200 mile an hour, close to 200 mile an hour averages, that this race pretty much flies by. That's why I decided to do it on a weeknight, even though I work. So I usually don't do Cup Series Monday through Wednesdays, but I knew this race was going to be fairly quick, so we decided to stay with the Cup Series. And this is championship mode, by the way, custom schedule season. Almirola still gained about a tenth or two that last lap. Kyle Busch gained 2/10 as well. And if Busch can get in the draft of that 10 car of Almirola, look out. The top three all within a second of one another. We're getting down to crunch time. Remember, we are short on fuel. Everybody will likely have to pit one more time today. When will it be? Johnson is looking roughly 6.5 laps short from the timing of that last caution and when we had pit. Hey, thanks for stopping by there. Yeah, so I answered this question a little earlier in the night. I'm sorry for not getting the career mode episode out like I thought I was going to this last weekend. Obviously, I want to keep doing the daily streams, so I did that, and I got stuck on the golf course extremely long, too long to the point where I couldn't even record myself playing without rushing it, and I didn't want to rush it, especially with it being the career mode opener. I will definitely be working on multiple episodes this coming week as soon as I get the chance to actually record gameplay of it. Worst case scenario, I end up live streaming it, but I doubt I'm going to do that for the first couple episodes at least. And it would have to be on Thursday before anything because I just don't have time Monday through Wednesday with work and then doing the full race live streams. So I usually try to get at least one of these out a day. But yeah, roughly, I mean, this race takes just over an hour and caution is out again. And this is even closer to the pit window. Caution is out again at Michigan for the 10th time today, and I still don't think it's going to be the last. We have not had long green flag runs. Our longest green flag run of the day is 26 laps. 4 fresh tires, topping off on fuel. Will be at least a couple laps to the good, but craziness is not done yet. I'm just a patient person. That's probably why I have a lot of patience. I don't really get upset much. It takes a lot to really upset me. Like the game glitching out yesterday. Green flag back in the air at Michigan. Jimmy Johnson nails the restart. Just 38 laps to go. Almirola quickly down to the bottom in second place. He has been strong and in the top 5 most of the night. So is Kyle Busch back in third. Who will win at Michigan? Will this be the final restart? And can everybody make it on fuel the rest of the way? Oh, look at this. Newman up the middle. 3 wide for second. 3 wide for second place. Back behind us. Almirola actually gets a great run on the bottom. He's going to hold clear of everybody off of turn number 4. Johnson leads as we get back up to speed, and he's blocking the bottom on Almirola near the white line through the tri-oval. And here comes Newman on the top side because of it. Almirola trying to shoot the gap to the bottom. He is there. Almirola is there off of turn number 2. Newman going to push Jimmy Johnson off of 2. Big run here down to the inside. Big time side draft. Johnson trying to cross over the 10 of Almirola. Newman drops down to the bottom once more. The 10 and the 48 are side by side. Oh, there's contact. 3 wide. Johnson about got turned by the 6 of Newman off of 4. They're 3 wide back for third. The 18 and the 1 are coming. How did we not wreck off of turn 4 there? Johnson's going to wash way up the racetrack now, and he's losing a ton of ground. In the draft to Kyle Busch, though, trying to outrun the 1 of Kurt down the back straightaway. 203 miles an hour, barely, and I mean barely clearing Kurt Busch into 3. That was a risky move. And the 1 of Kurt Busch is going to give Johnson a shot off of 4, trying to help him out. Newman going for the lead on Eric Almirola into turn number 1 with 35 to go at Michigan. Oh, Busch got tight. And Newman's going to clear Almirola for the lead off of turn 2. Busch now for second place. 48 of Johnson. Keeps getting big runs in the draft. Speaking of big run, he's to the bottom. He goes for it all for second place. Busch is going to clear Almirola. Johnson side by side with the 10 car right now, all the way at the bottom, trying to break the side draft. Fastest lap of the race, that last lap by Johnson, trying to side draft the 10 into turn 1. Just got to the left rear corner panel. Can he clear the 10? Yes, he does. Just clear. Almirola gives Johnson a shove, and look at the run off of turn 2 that Johnson's got down the backstretch. Big run. Newman pulled off the block on Kyle Busch there. Busch to the bottom for the lead. Newman leads the lap at the line, side by side for the lead between the 18, the 6, Johnson and the 48 to the bottom, 3 wide for the lead. Johnson couldn't quite pull it off. And Busch barely clears Newman and about blocked him into the wall. Off of turn 2, Kyle Busch to the lead. Johnson tried to strike. Johnson drives it in deep through 3 and 4. Look at that run. He's up to second. Newman's going to give a shot to the 48, trying to help him out now off of 4. Busch will lead the lap at the line for the official lead change with 32 to go. We're running our fastest laps of the race. Johnson just a little bit higher than Newman there through 1 and 2. Is that going to give him just a tad bit more straightaway speed? It might. He's also in the draft. But Kyle Busch has the clean air. Busch trying to protect down to the bottom. Johnson gets a little lower. Can't clear him. Side draft by Busch on the right rear corner panel. They're side by side for the lead off of 4 again. Here comes Newman. Newman is there. But Busch holds on to the lead. Don't count Almirola back. He is only 7/10 of a second back. Kyle Busch blocking the 48 of Johnson again. Logano's only a second off the lead, back in 5th place too. Johnson going for it all. Busch looking for his first win of the season. He has been winless all year. Johnson clear off of turn 4. Caution is out as Johnson takes the lead. That couldn't have been more perfect timing. Caution is out for the 11th time today. Justin Haley will get the free pass at 25th, and we'll rack him and stack him again. Man. Lasagna, welcome to the stream. TTV Redskins, welcome to the stream also. We're going to have 27 to go when we go green. Nobody's going to try to pit here. Everybody's going to try to stretch this final tank on fuel. What racing have we seen here tonight? Aiden, we've already alternated through the cameras a couple times tonight. That's all. That's the only reason I didn't go to it there. Rip Reaper, welcome to the stream. And the green flag is back in the air again. Also, Aiden, I do drink water. I got my cup right here. So I try to drive with one hand shifting through the gears. Yeah, I've been drinking water thoroughly throughout the course of every race. Johnson just missed turn 1 on the restart, and here comes Busch to the bottom. Johnson nailed it. Oh, no, there's contact. Contact off of turn 2. Johnson gets loose. And the 18 takes control. I thought Newman was going to go to the bottom there for a second. He didn't do it. Kyle Busch is going to lead the opening lap of the restart. Newman on the bottom. He's trying to get, oh, up the middle, 3 wide for the lead. Up the middle into 1. Johnson is there. He's going to clear the 18 of Busch. Newman on the bottom is going to take it. Oh, wow. Kyle got loose behind us, about slammed into Joey Logano, who out of nowhere is now challenging for 3rd. Newman leads into 3. He goes high. Johnson with a slide job to the bottom. Oh, he completes it easily off of turn number 4. Maybe into the wall. Oh, spoke a little too soon. And here comes Newman again. My goodness. Johnson just completely overran 3 and 4. Take that dive bomb on Newman, and now look, all of a sudden, Joey Logano off of 2. He's taking the lead as the 6 and the 18 about got together. Johnson trying to get right back into it. He had a big run in the draft off of Almirola. Drives it in deep to the inside. Oh my goodness, what a run by the 48. Kyle Busch now going for the lead. 2 by 2 to the line. Johnson to the bottom, 3 wide for the lead into 1 again. This time Jimmy chooses the bottom lane. He's going to get pinched. The 18 in the middle is there. Johnson clears the 18 and the 22. Kyle Busch with the crossover. He is there. On that left rear corner panel, big side draft coming by the 18. Now he's got the advantage into 3. Johnson's got to try to pinch him on the bottom if he can. He tried to. And he clears him off of 4. Power move on the outside by Johnson. Jimmy to the lead at the line, 23 to go. What a great race we have seen tonight at Michigan. Carmel Max, welcome to the stream also. I see you in the chat. Now could Johnson hold him off? The tires are starting to come in at this point in the run for the 48 car. 22 to go. Just hoping it stays green to the end. This would be the longest green flag run of the race by 1 lap tonight if we make it to the finish for the final 27 laps. But again, 11 cautions. I still don't think we're done with the cautions yet. For Johnson's sake, he's going to hope. Looking for win number 11 on the season. But boy, did he have to fight for this one tonight. I mean, literally anybody could have won it. And again, we're still not over. We could get another caution. If it wasn't for a lot of cautions, I'd put this right up there with the possible race, one of the races of the year. The craziness we have seen, the great saves, the everything. The 4 wide racing, the 3 wide for the lead, late in the race multiple times. I thought Indianapolis was a great race, but it wasn't as great from start to finish like this one was. 20 laps to go at Michigan. 2.5 lead for the 48 in the clean air. He's going to be tough to beat again if we stay green. We might catch lap traffic by the end. I think we will, but it's going to be in the last handful of laps. Notice some new viewers again here tonight, so thanks for everybody tuning in. Usually very rarely say it over the course of the stream, and I need to be saying it more. And that's just to ask for more subscribers, because we are on that road to 1,000 right now. If you enjoy NASCAR, you enjoy NASCAR video games, it's the place to be. We've got both analysis stuff like that, pre-race predictions, fantasy live advice, and some power rankings coming up for real life races. And then we got the video game, of course, with NASCAR Heat 5, these full race live streams with a realistic broadcast, and I'm going to start a playthrough on career mode here pretty soon as well. Yep. Wrong, road to 1,000. Did I say 1,000? I meant to say 1,000. But yeah, we're on the road to 1,000. Again, I'm kind of tired. I've been up since 4 o'clock this morning, so gonna have to do it all over again tomorrow and the next day. So it's only gonna get better and better from here as far as sleep goes, but sarcastically. Now this ran a little late. I got off of work a little late tonight. Cautions have kind of pushed back the race just a little bit more than what I would have liked to, but at least it's been a great race. It's been entertaining me, and I'm sure it's been entertaining you guys throughout the course as well. No one said, oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, we're kind of on the road to 400 too. I get where he said that, but yeah, road to 1,000 is definitely the next milestone for sure. 100 was the first like mini milestone. Once I got past that, every 100's nice. You know, every one is nice, but yeah, if we can get to 1,000, start gaining more and more traction, that would be awesome. It's happening so fast too. Like, it might not feel like that for you guys, because you guys say I deserve more subscribers. I greatly appreciate that. I also love how you guys put me on the same level as some of your other favorite YouTubers. You know, bigger NASCAR YouTubers that I have watched in the past or still watch now. And that's awesome. I mean, that's between that and you guys rooting me on, you know, race to race, and you guys, you know, rooting me on as far as like we should get Keegan in the booth someday and stuff like that. Like, even those little comments mean so much. They really do. It makes the dream. The dream is obviously a long-term goal over the course of things, but I mean, it's the start of a dream, I feel like, right now. I mean, to get that dream job someday, that'd be ideal. That's where I want to go with this, and obviously I can't do it without you guys. $100 million, yeah, that'd be awesome too. That's a long stretch for a NASCAR YouTuber. Figuring that's way more than the ratings they pull in per week, but not impossible, you know. You never know, but lap traffic about to be in the picture here just in front of Jimmy G. Some slower back marker cars up ahead. Johnson is pulled away. Kyle Busch is taken back up to second place, passing Logano there shortly ago. Kyle Busch has about a 7.5 second deficit to Johnson. Logano in third, Newman fourth, and Eric Almirola rounds out the top five. I've got to also say too, when I first started getting into this, and when I was streaming and I would have a couple people watch, you know, at a time, and a couple people that would watch the race from start to finish, you guys know who you are. I'm sure some of you might be watching tonight, some of you might not be, and might end up watching this again later, but, you know, just those people that stuck it out in the very beginning were the foundation of this channel. Because that obviously attracts more eyes. The more viewers I get, it attracts more and more eyes. It only multiplies going forward. Then I would have never expected, even with this like few of subscribers, let's say, in the grand scheme of things, as far as like well and successful NASCAR YouTubers, like I didn't think I would have this many people watching at one point in time this quickly. Like we've hit upper 20s, mid 20s consistently over the last, even before NASCAR Heat 5 came out, pretty much for about the last 4 or 5 weeks. It's been consistently in the mid 20s, you know, per stream. And that's awesome, because I never would have like thought, watching other, you know, NASCAR YouTube streams, it just seems like, you know, like those numbers would come from people with thousands of, you know, a couple thousand subscribers, not somebody with less than 400 right now. That's just awesome. It is. Found you after watching a Winfeld video. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, I know. It's just something simple like that, because I don't really, you know, get the word out there. There was I don't like doing this too much as far as like commenting on other videos. Hey, watch my stuff. The only time I did it was on a video that NASCAR posted on their YouTube channel, and the only reason I did it on there is because with NASCAR being an actual sport and a bigger platform, and me hoping to one day, you know, obviously be a commentator for NASCAR, I was like, okay, if I did that, I don't think it's very pushy, you know, to do something like that once in a while. I don't think anybody saw the comment, though. No, I think people saw the comment. I think I only got a couple likes on it, though, but... I do plan on, I did start a Twitter account, but I haven't been really posting really anything at all. But I definitely am going to start doing that also. I'll be posting weekly streaming schedules, so you guys know. You can just look on my Twitter for, you know, what day I'm streaming at what time. Rather than me, I used to make videos on it, you know, and just put it up there, but it just kind of seems sloppy and rushed. So I'm just going to post, you know, a picture of what my schedule looks like for the week. I'll start doing that. I'll probably end up starting that Wednesday night, and then it'll be like every Sunday night going forward after that. It's probably what I'm looking at. Oh boy. I'll give you guys my Twitter at the end of the stream, by the way, because it's so new in my head that I can't even remember it. I've had it up for a couple weeks, but I just haven't used it yet. I haven't gotten to that point. I never had a social media before this, so I've always been kind of just like a laid-back guy. I'm not like I watch a lot of sports, and I get out and golf, and I get outside a lot. You know, I'm not really one to be on my phone a whole lot, but I've been like on my phone more now, just checking comments from videos and stuff, like so much. Probably why I'm quick to reply, but all right, we got to get down to business here. 6 laps to go for Jimmie Johnson at Michigan, a track in which he has had bad luck here most of his career. He does have 1 win at the racetrack, but outside of that 1 win, it's been a lot of bad luck. Will we stay green to the finish, or will we get another caution to make this the longest green flag run of the race? If we did stay green by 1 lap, it'd be a 27-lap green flag run. Since taking the lead with 22 laps to go, Jimmie Johnson has absolutely pulled away from second place Kyle Busch. Logano still contending for that spot, about a half a second behind Busch. Just 5 laps to go for Johnson. Pittsburgh tags, we're almost home. We got 5 to go. Four laps remain now at the line this time. These are quicker laps, but this is a 2-mile racetrack. The laps are quick for the size of the track we're on, but again, 2 miles around, and remember, we did have one caution since our last pit stop. So even if that caution didn't come out, we had 4 caution laps there. We still... Man, Christopher Bell did not give us much room off the turn 2 there, but got out of the gas easily. Going to try to cut underneath him now. Bell's been kind of racing us aggressively lately too, along with Truex. Bell maybe even a little bit more than what Truex has, but we'll put him a lap down there off of 4 as well as Kenseth. 3 to go at the line. So if it wasn't for the caution, we'd be about 3 laps to the good on fuel, which would be enough to make it. But if we ended up going to overtime or even 2 overtimes, I don't think we would have had enough to make it to the end. That caution helped us enough. We're good to go a couple overtimes if we have to. Right front tire not wearing out too much. We take care of our tires well today. Michigan not known for a lot of tire wear since the repave. A little less than a decade ago, so. 2 to go this time by. 4 miles to go. And just another 2 miles to get to the white flag. Seen late race cautions many times. We have had 4 green-white checkers this year and 1 overtime finish. Will we see another one here today? Caution came out at this point. We would go past the exceeded 200 lap limit. It would be an overtime finish. 1 mile to go. Half a lap from the white flag for Johnson. Gonna hustle it through 3 and 4. I kind of overdrove the corner slightly. I guess they're not gonna hustle it like I wanted to. But off of turn 4, Jimmy Johnson gonna get to the line. White flag in the air, 1 lap to go at Michigan for Jimmy Johnson. Can you believe it? He is gonna win it at Michigan? Of all places. It's just been that kind of a season. Very inconsistent by the 48 team, but when we're on, we are on. It took a while to get going, but these final 20 laps showed the long run speed of the car. With the 11 cautions we had today, we didn't really get to show any long run speed outside of the very end of the race here, but this is going to do it. Jimmy Johnson will win at Michigan. Number 11 on the season for the 48 team. A huge win for Johnson, just adding on to the regular season playoff total. This is a much needed victory because the next 4 races could possibly be the toughest on the regular season schedule. And remember, we don't have the massive points lead we once did, even just a handful of races ago. The next 4 races are at the Charlotte Roval, the Coke 600, Daytona, and Talladega will be the next 4 races on the schedule. So even if we have a 1 race lead in the point standings exiting tonight, which would be 40 points or more, I don't think that's very safe going forward. But a couple of great saves by Johnson today, to say the least. Very fortunate we didn't DNF on one of those, in which we actually did hit the outside wall. But luckily we were able to get on the brakes hard enough. Everybody missed us to the inside of the track, and we dropped, downshifted to 3rd gear, lightly hitting the wall, thankfully. But take a look at your finishing results here in this one. 2 hours and 1 minute total time on the race today with 11 cautions. Johnson with the win. Joey Logano snuck into 2nd place at the end there. Kyle Busch 3rd. Newman 4th. Truex in 5th. Then Almirola 6th. Kurt Busch 7th. Harvick 8th. Keselowski 9th. Chris Buescher with a great run rounds out the top 10. That's his 2nd straight top 10 finish. Just 10 drivers finished on the lead lap here today, by the way. And the only drivers to DNF, well, I guess we had a decent amount. We had a handful. Timmy Hill, Chase Elliott, Bobby Carter, Austin Dillon, and Alex Bowman. Elliott came into this race 18th in the point standings, just outside the cut line, and Bowman came in last on the cut line coming into this race. We'll take a look at quick look at the point standings here before we end things tonight. 43-point lead for Johnson going into the Roval. Again, that will be on Thursday. Coke 600. So I plan on doing a Charlotte doubleheader on Thursday. I know I said I was done with the doubleheaders, but I feel the mood. The way I set it up on the schedule, I kind of forgot this going forward. I got the Charlotte Roval and then the Coke 600 back to back. So we could possibly do a Charlotte doubleheader on Thursday. I'd space them out. I'm not doing both races back to back because the Coke 600 is going to be a long one. But I'll run the Charlotte Roval probably about 10 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That'll get over around noon, 12:30ish. And then we can run the Coke 600 later that night or in the evening is what I probably plan on doing. But, yep, there's a look at the top 10 in the point standings. Ty Dillon and Stenhouse also have wins. Stenhouse 17th, so he will make the playoffs. And Ty Dillon's still in 28th, and he is 38 points above 31st, which is where he needs to finish to keep that playoff spot. So 6 wins, 6 different winners on the season so far. Kyle Busch had the fastest lap with a 38.424. Jimmy Johnson actually led the most laps today, 110 of the 200 laps led. It did not feel like we led that many laps, but I guess we did. And Kurt Busch was on the move, started at the rear, remember, in this race, came up to finish 7th. Bobby Carter with the tough finish. He started 8th, did not finish 38th. That is going to do it here for Michigan tonight. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. The Xfinity Series is not working yet, so again, that is why we have not done the Xfinity Series season. So, yeah. I don't want to scrap. I'm not going to scrap the season. It will get working eventually. I have high hopes for it. It's just a matter of when, instead of if. But again, that is going to do it here. I got to get to bed tonight because I got to get up early for work tomorrow morning. I'll see you guys tomorrow night. Truck Series live stream at Dover. Full race live stream as usual with the realistic broadcast. That'll be our next full race live stream for tomorrow night. So I'll look to see you guys then. We're getting closer to the playoffs there as well. Hit the subscribe button for more daily NASCAR content such as these full race live streams of the realistic broadcast, and hit the like button down below for more. Or sorry, if you enjoyed today's race, man, I've done this so many times I still screw it up. So hit the like button down below if you enjoyed the race, the commentary, the video in general. Again, I'll see you guys tomorrow night, and have a good rest of your Monday.